And that's my time. As a good barista, I always try to deliver the best cup of coffee to our customer. And today, I'm so excited to combine two foundations, the highest quality coffee beans and professional coffee making skill to deliver you the best cup of coffee in three different forms. For the coffee, we will focus on sweetness, which is the most important perception to define quality. And the sweetness in our coffee came from breaking carbohydrate inside coffee beans into three main sugar: lactose, sucrose, and maltose. In the next 15 minutes, we will be focusing on three different sweet perception that came from this sugar. Along each course, I will also using my coffee making skill to highlight each perception connected to what you will experience. There will be a lot of information, but please relax, follow my instruction. I also got the menu behind the screen so we can move. You can take back afterward. Now, let's get started. The first course we talk about sugar called lactose with tactile transformation and my latte art skill. Lactose can transform our tactile perception to be more round and smooth. And in order to get that transformation, we need the coffee fermentation. But normal fermentation will lower the sugar level in our coffee cherry. So we're creating a new processing called two-step fermentation. At first step, we're adding this together with geisha cascara in a stainless steel tank at 20 degrees Celsius for 24 hours. Under anaerobic environment, yeast and bacteria broke down sugar, turned into bioorganisms. We then continue fermentation for 72 hours, adding ripe coffee cherry into the tank. The ripe coffee cherry will absorb aromatic compound and preserve maximum sugar. It also develops lactobacillus to transform the tactile perception in your espresso. Now everyone, please have a look at the bottom of your first course menu. You see the yellow bar? Please use your pointer finger. Touch on the left of that bar. Yep. And slowly slide them to the end right. You feel it? Those changing of the feel that you're feeling right now that transform from a bit rough at the beginning to be more, you can let it go, round, smooth, and silky at the end is how the tactile perception transform during your fermentation. And everyone will experience that in the espresso courses. Now get back to our milk beverages. In every course, we use 94 degrees Celsius for extraction. In milk course, I'm use 21 grams in to get 36 grams out. Pass to this aerator to quickly oxidize and break down the creamer for the tactile improvement. Later on, I'm going to add some milk. And the milk that I'm using today is a fresh cow milk passed to the new processing called membrane filtration. This process has allowed me to have a fully control of removing specific water content and salty mineral. By heating this milk to 50 degrees Celsius, 1 part of coffee, 3 parts of milk. Please write down your taste description. You get strawberry wafer, white chocolate, and aftertaste of macadamia. When I serve you, please evaluate with your score only, but don't drink it yet. Because I want everyone to enjoy them all together later after I share my latte art skill to manipulate these two ingredients. Now please have a look at this screen until it's finished while listening to me, and you can pay attention back to me later. If we pour the coffee into the milk, just like the video on the left, the acidity in the coffee will break down the structure of the milk, resulted in a bad tactile experience. But that's not what we do today. After being practicing latte art to compete in the World Latte Art Championship, till I won the World Latte Art Champion, I have developed a new unique technique, just like video on the right hand side. By continue pouring the milk with swirling the coffee at the same time, it allowed me to perfectly mixing these two ingredients, resulted in a memorable texture like cream brulee. Go. Now you can pay attention back to me. I'm going to show you how I'm doing this. Start with these two. You two can wait a bit. I'll be back with you in a sec. You see the creamer is already broken from the oxidation. Then we pouring the milk, swirl the coffee at the same time, mixing them together. There you go. This one for you. Now it's our turn. You see the crema is already broken from the oxidation. Then I'm gonna pour the milk. There you go. Everyone, please go ahead and enjoy your milk beverages. All right. How do you guys feel with that milk beverages? Let's move on to the second course and talk about sugar called sucrose with flavor perception and also my coffee in good spirit skill. Sucrose can give our coffee a high quality fruity sweetness. And in order to get that high sucrose content, we need the perfect combination of varietal and terroir. So this year, I have been working together with Mikumbe Farm in Vulcan area of Panama to improve that quality of the geisha coffee for that superior combination. In this farm, geisha coffee tree have grown over 1900 meters above sea level under high shade environment, so the coffee surely can slowly mature while absorbing natural nutrition from biodynamic new volcanic soil. Mario, the founder of this farm, take care two-step fermentation and slow dry for 21 days. Please have a look at the bottom of your second course menu. You see the red bar showing the sucrose level is at low. And all you can see there is hardly see flavor, but only acidity. This is like tasting espresso without sweetness. Now please use your pointer finger once again, touch on the red bar, and slowly slide them to the end right. Because our geisha coffee today start with a high sucrose and is turned that acidity into this three fruity flavor. You can let it go. Yep. And we roasted this coffee by expanding the Maillard reaction to intensify that fruitiness and the three flavor of orange, grape, and white flower remind me of the cocktail called Negroni, which is the cocktail that inspired my drink in World Coffee and Good Spirit as well. So today, if you don't familiar, please have a look at this screen. Negroni is a perfect combination of orange peel bitterness from Campari, sweetness like fermented grape from vermouth, and florality, acidity from gin. So inspired by how we make these three ingredients, I would like to share my coffee in good spirit skill and deliver you a non-alcohol coffee cocktail. We start with 4 shots of espresso, 21 grams in, 44 grams out, pass to this aerator to quickly oxidize. Second, and chill down the temperature. First ingredient, inspired by the bitterness of the Campari, we are choosing novel orange peel and membrane filtration technique to extract the oil from this peel. We prepare this by putting 10 grams of this peel into 300 grams of the water, heating to 100 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes. The heating will extract the oil and the steam will pass to this system. And this system have different micron filter, which is will remove saltiness for the milk. But in here, it will removing the bitterness and transform back into citrus oil. By using 5 grams of this oil, it will turn the bitterness in my espresso into pleasant bitterness of pink grapefruit. I'm using 5 ml of this. And it's also transformed the tactile to be more creamy and silky. Second, inspired by the sweet vermouth, we are choosing fermentation technique. And I prepare this ingredient by adding 0.5 grams of vermouth yeast to activate fermentation into 350 grams of the grape, muscat grape, which is the aroma of our coffee cherry fermentation. Then another 30 grams of sucrose to enhance the sweetness. Stir it well, put on the lid to creating an anaerobic environment, ferment them all together at 20 degrees Celsius for 72 hours. I strain it out and I'm gonna use 40 ml of this to highlight that those ferment flavor in my espresso and turn into new note of sweet Chardonnay. Lastly, inspired by florality of gin, we are using distillation technique to extract aroma without bitterness. We start this ingredient by heating 300 grams of water here to 100 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes. It will extracting aroma from 10 grams of Amarillo hop. and transform back into hop distillation water. This polarity aroma of this hop, together with acidity in my espresso, will turn into the new note of pink guava. Now, I'm choosing Amarillo hop because of aroma, remind me of the new varietal coffee, and I will tell you more in the last course. Now, 4 shot espresso, 100 grams of ice, shaken, lower the temperature to highlight the flavor quality and the freshness. It will be cold drink at 10 degrees Celsius. Please write down your taste description. Creamy and the sweetness like pink guava. Acidity like sweet Chardonnay. And the aftertaste of pleasant bitterness like pink grapefruit. Please enjoy 2 sips when I serve you. Swirl 4 times before every sip. And I will be back with our last course. Here you go. This Emma. This one for you. This one for you. This one for the ladies here. There you go. Please go ahead, swirl, enjoy. You guys ready? I give you some time, it's okay. Now let's move on to the last course and talk about the whole summarize of the taste experience that I mentioned before, together with my barista and the customer service skill. Before we get there, let's talk about sugar called maltose, which gives you the front sweetness of rice and malt. Although we don't have maltose in any Arabica coffee, I have found discovered on the cupping table the unique sweetness like maltose in the new varietal coffee called Cafe Red Samosa. Please hold on the glass, smell the aroma, pass on to the person on the left hand side so everyone can smell it, and you can keep it here. I take care of it for you after you smell it. While you smell this aroma, you know it's got a unique sweet aroma because this is a non-Arabica coffee growing in the wide forest of South Africa, and it's got unique sweetness. So by adding 3 grams of this into my espresso, and taking 44 grams out, please write down your taste description. You get blackcurrant jam, orange tangerine, with bitter sweet finish or aftertaste of 50% chocolate. For the tactile, you get medium light juicy body, silky and smooth mouthfeel. When I serve you, please evaluate the crema only, but don't drink it yet. I would like you to have water now to clean your palate. If you don't have one, I will fill it up. Okay, everyone good? Because I want to combine my barista skill with the customer service to improve all your senses and enhance your whole tasting experience. Firstly, the design of this cup is to improve your tactile perception. It's designed to deliver the right amount of coffee into right place of your tongue. Then, second, to improve your flavor perception, I prepare the frozen spoon inside the box so you can lower the temperature of this coffee later on to 41 degrees Celsius for the optimum flavor. And lastly, I would like to invite everyone to the experience of me when I enjoy this beautiful coffee on top of the mountain in Mikumbe farm. So I prepare the smoke cloud. Later, when I let you enjoy this, please stir your espresso 10 times. Put it back where I take it from. The scene is here. Enjoy 2 sips. Close your eye while the coffee is in your mouth. Think about those 3 flavors that I just gave it to you. It's been 16 years that I have been working, competing in a World Coffee event. I'm so glad to share the conclusion of this journey with this beautiful coffee with all my guests right here. Now it's time for you. Stir 10 times, put it back, enjoy, and that's my time.
And thank you very much, Arnon.